Hello everybody, this is Toni Turner and welcome to the market now as of about noon Eastern on Friday, December the 1st. Well, the ISM, or Institute of Supply Management numbers, came out this morning showing that U.S. factory activity fell slightly but a little more than expected in November, with a reading of 58.2 compared to 58.7 in October. Still, the number is above 50, so the index continues to point to strengthening manufacturing conditions. Later on this morning, U.S. stocks fell sharply after ABC News reported former U.S. National Security Advisor Michael Flynn has pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI. Okay, and on that note, let's move on to three charts that could give us some insight into the week to come. First of all, as we always do, we're going to look at a daily chart of the S&P 500 Spider, symbol SPY. This is the ETF that closely follows our S&P 500 index. Now, when I captured this chart today, the SPY was trading at $262.98. As you can see, the price of the SPY has moved up sharply in this past week, a lot of it on the back of the tax bill that's being moved through Congress. We had an all-time high Thursday at $265.01. And again, when I captured this chart today, it was trading. That was $265.01. When I captured this chart today, it's trading at $262.98. As you can see here, it's still trading above the 20-day moving average, which is coming in at $259 and change. We've got this trend line coming in here at just under that. We have potential support here on the 50-day moving average at $256.43. We've got more support down here, of course. We've got this trend line coming in right over 249, right around 250, which would be 2,500 on the S&P 500 itself. So quite a bit of potential support should the SPY need to start moving down a little bit here. Now, we did notice a high volume yesterday on this candle that again produced the all-time closing high. Quite a bit of volume coming in, quite a bit of volume coming in the market the last few days, I have noticed. So we've got a new short-term trend line here as well that I started in August, this blue line that's moved up here under November low there and all the way up, or near November low, all the way up to the present move. So a nice strong trend line here. The key trend line I've drawn down here comes in again right around 250. So lots of potential support here should the SPY need to come in a little bit in the coming week. It looks like we're going to have potentially a lot of volatility into the coming week, as we've got the tax bill. That's good news. Michael Flynn news is not good news. That's a little shaky news, and of course we're facing the Fed here with a chance of raised interest rates. I suspect it's going to get pretty volatile in this coming week. And I myself have pulled aside now. I've taken I've got some cash now. I'm raising some cash because I do want to have cash ready for upcoming opportunities. So if the market feels necessary to pull back a little bit in the coming weeks before the first of the year, again, I'd like to have some cash ready to put into some nice new opportunities. Now let's go on to our next chart today. This is a chart that in Tony's Market Club we also watch quite a bit. It's the PowerShares QQQ. This is the ETF that closely follows the NASDAQ 100 index, top non-financial stocks in the NASDAQ stock market. As you probably know, it's really propelled by the likes of Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Intel, Apple, that whole group of high momentum stocks. It has been driving the QQQs quite a bit higher this year. The Qs hold on, I'm looking for, the Q's made a new all-time closing high right here on November 28th at $156.59. Interesting here to note the volume for the last 3 days that's been coming in. What I want you to see here is that 2 days ago, and that would be Wednesday, the QQQ came into a lot of volume here, you will notice, compared to recent volume, and it closed not at, but right near its lows. High volume closing near the lows. That tells us this is an important candle here. It may be a tough move to get back up through it. Quite a lot of resistance because there was quite a lot of selling volume 2 days ago on the NASDAQ. This may tell us in the longer term that there may be some sector rotation out of these big tech names that have delivered such delicious profits in the last year. Maybe they need to rest a little. We do have the Fed, of course, coming up with potential interest rate rise. That always affects tech stocks. And so maybe it's time to take a few profits off the table here and look at some new sectors, some new moves that may be coming in. So that is the QQQs. However, they're still in a powerful uptrend. We can't argue with success, but I would keep an eye on it in the coming week to see if it remains in this uptrend and above the 50-day moving average. Now, our final chart for the day is one we haven't looked at in a long time, and for really good reason. It's been moving down for a long time. This is the iShares U.S. Oil Equipment and Services ETF, the IEZ. Top components are Schlumberger, Halliburton, and Baker Hughes. It made you can't see it on this screen, but it made a December high in 2016 of $49.11. I just wanted you to get an idea of that. You can't see it on this screen. Then it's been falling dramatically with the price of oil, which has fallen in the last year. And the IEZ in August made a low of $29.57. Now, since that August low, you may notice that the IEZ has started making higher lows. And I've shown you that with this trend line that's now able to move up. And the IEZ has broken this big downtrend that it was in for such a long time. Again, back up over the 50-day moving average in September, over the 20-day, falling back down in October, but making a higher low. That's very, very important. Recently, it's moved back up above the 50-day, a lot to do with earnings season, back down in November, and now we've connected this trend line with three price here, here, and here, higher lows again. Today, when I captured the IEZ, it was trading at $33.81, just atop its 50-day moving average, which is coming in at $32.64. So what I'm going to do here, if the price of oil continues higher, and look at this volume coming in here. Look at this volume coming in a few days ago. This is, somebody's got some buying going on here. Also, look at this volume in here. Very, very impressive. Now, if the IEZ had rolled over and gone down on that volume, I would have said, yep, that's selling volume. But since it's been able to make higher lows here, I'm thinking that potentially there's buying volume coming in. It may not send it extremely higher at the moment, especially with the potential volatility coming into next week, but I'm certainly going to keep an eye on it. If it continues to rise into next week, now note again, the 50-day moving average, the green line, is coming in here at $33.64. We're too close to this to use it as a potential stop. But if next week, in the coming week, if the IEZ remains above the 50-day moving average, I may buy very small share size because I want to see then if it can move up and if it can penetrate this falling 200-day moving average, which can be a pretty tough dude to get over. I'm going to see if my small share size can move up, if it can climb above the 200-day moving average, and if it can climb up toward 36 and close around that number, then I may add to that position. All of that, of course, depends on trade management. So I'm putting a stop in here at this point at a tight one at $31.80 if I enter this trade. And then if it moves higher, I'll move that stop on up to our usual stop of a close below the 50-day would take us out of the trade. So I'm looking at the IEZ. If it looks positive in the coming week, tiny share size, see if it can move higher. If it does, add to it a little later, all with a trailing stop in that starts at 31.80. Okay, so now let's go on to our economic reports. But first, please join us this coming Monday, December 4th, for our next session of Toni's Market Club. And considering what's going on in the market, it might be a good idea to check us out. We'll talk about which side of the market to trade, have a mini trading lesson, and I'll give you stocks and ETFs that may become ripe for high potential trades. This is a low-priced, high-value opportunity to learn more about the market, become a smarter trader, and make more money. So please join us. For those who cannot attend our live session, not a problem. The recording of our session is available to all of our members just a few minutes after the session ends. For more information and to join, go to tonysmarketclub.com. Okay, for economic reports next week, not much going on Monday. Tuesday we have ISM services. Wednesday we have the ADP employment change and our usual crude inventories. On Thursday we have our usual jobless claims and our usual natural gas inventories. And on Friday we'll have the monthly jobs numbers with the unemployment rate and the Michigan Sentiment Index. Again, join us for Toni's Market Club this coming Monday. Don't miss out on this terrific opportunity to raise your trading skills and your trading profits. Until next week, keep green on your screen. I'm Toni Turner, and this is The Market Now.